Hey guys, Jonathan Graham here. Check out this new modular thing I designed here. This is what I call the Flexi-Prism. This is from 3-inch squares. This is from 6-inch squares. And what it does, it's a modular. It's a hexagonal prism. You can see right here with these little sections inside. Now if we go like this, it changes into a triangular prism with 4 triangles. Or we can go this way and make a 2x1 rectangle with the flaps inside there. We can go like this and make like a hexagon shape. That. And then we can also make 2 triangles. We can make a diamond, bring it back out to that shape. And you can also make oops, this one kind of came apart. There we go. This is the prototype. So let's see, parallelogram. And then another that shape. And then this one. And then back to a hexagon. Here's one from 6-inch squares just to show you quickly. It starts as a hexagon, triangle, 2 triangles, diamond or rhombus, sort of a funny looking hexagon, rectangle, 2 squares, triangle again, it's the same one again, and of course the parallelogram shape again here. Make sure the flaps are the right way. There we go, parallelogram, or sort of shape. And of course, we can go back to the hexagon. So that's the Flexi-Prism. Now I'll show you how to make it. I'm going to be using 6-inch squares for the tutorial. This is a 6-inch square. This is from 3-inch squares. But I'll be using 6-inch squares, so our finished model will be this size. You need 6 sheets of paper. I already folded 5 of my pieces already. They look like this. These are the units. Basically have tabs in this part here. I have 5 of them here. We'll just move those over here. And to make one of these units, you want to start with your square, colored side up, and fold in half. Make sure to line up your crease as well. Crease sharply. Now we're going to rotate it, and we're going to fold it in half this way, lengthwise, or widthwise rather. Crease it, and then unfold. Fold the sides to the center. And fold the other side to the center. We're going to be making what's called an organ base, by the way. And now to finish this organ base, you're going to then, you can see this flap here, you're going to open it up, put your finger inside, just do a squash fold. This crease, right where my finger is here, is going to land on this line at the bottom. So make sure to line that up well and make sure it goes right to the corner, like that, right to the corner. So again, open this side, open the pocket, make sure it goes right to the tip, and make sure this crease lands on that line on the bottom. And this is actually the organ base. And now to make this into one of our units for our Flexi-Prism, it's actually very easy. We're just going to flip this over, and on these creases we're going to fold these sides in, just like this. Make sure that they go right to the corners, and right on the crease, and then flatten. You'll see 2 flaps. You're going to fold it up as far as it'll go. It should basically cover the white area. Almost. Not quite all the way, but almost. Flip it over. Fold this up. It'll be pretty much along this crease here where the colors are. Color change areas. And crease it really sharply. You want to do this really sharply so that this model makes a nice shape. So you're going to repeat that 5 more times. If you want, you can pause the video here and make the rest of your units, or you can go back and watch just to review. Pretty easy nonetheless. And now we're going to put it together. You can see how it's this shape. We want to kind of flatten it so it's like a T shape. And we want to do that with all 6 of our units. So I'm just going to do that sort of quickly here. like that, and with the white tab sticking up. Okay, relatively straight. Now I'm going to put these together, and the way I'm going to do it is going to be like a rainbow. You could put out whatever you want. You could use 3 colors, 2 colors, 1 color if you wanted. But it's all the same. I'm using 6 colors just to make it a little easier to follow along. So we're going to start with the red piece. And you can use, and you'll see there's a pocket here on both of these. Doesn't matter which side you use first, just as long as you do the same way all the way through. So in this case, I'm going to take the orange tab here and tuck it into this red tab. You just simply tuck it inside just like this. There, and slide it together. And you'll see from the back, you'll have what looks like a table, kind of. But we're going to make a table with 6 legs, a really long table with 6 legs, if you will. So we're going to turn this back table face down again, and we're going to make sure this one went into the red one, so we want to make sure that we're going the same way. So we're going to use the orange side here. I'm going to take the yellow one and make sure the yellow goes inside of the orange. And slide this in all the way. So now we have a longer table with 3 legs, almost like a caterpillar. And now we're going to take the green one in this case, and again tuck the green into the yellow. Make sure you can see that. And now we have an even longer caterpillar table. And you can see when we tuck them in the same way, you want to have these single strips. You don't want to have like a block of 2, 1, and then a block of 2. You want it to be like this. And now we're going to take the blue one in this case, but of course, whatever colors you're using, you can do any combination you want. Tuck it into the green. So again, we have a single green one showing. And same here, we don't want to do it like this with the blue inside the purple. We want to have the purple inside the blue. And you're going to have this long, sort of, almost, and slide this in. Almost looks like a caterpillar. See? Funny looking caterpillar. I mean, hard to even keep it all in frame. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around, bring the ends together. You'll see we have, in this case, the red, we have 2 red ones, so this will be our tab, and the pocket will be on the purple side. And bring it around so the flaps are on the inside. And same thing, it's a little harder to show, but it's the same as the others. You're just tucking this red one inside this purple one. The first one, tuck the first module into the last module. And believe it or not, we can adjust these flaps. Your Flexi-Prism is now all done. If you want it to be more secure, you can add a drop of glue to the tabs, but it's not really necessary. Now to use this model, it's pretty much self-explanatory. You have this hexagon shape. Well, it actually kind of works as a spinning top almost, look at that. If you squeeze on 3 of the corners of the hexagon, here, here, and the bottom at once, the inner flaps will kind of arrange themselves into the proper form, and you'll have this triangle. And then we'll just bring it back to a hexagon again. And then if you flatten it this way, up and down, and sort of adjust these inside accordingly, you'll have this nice rectangle with the 2 openings, like that. And then if you kind of go like this on an angle, it'll turn to a parallelogram, 4 triangles that are kind of like that. And if we make it like this, it's just kind of fun to play around with. Go like this, we have this little sort of like a diamond shape, and then we can compress this either way. I'm going to just go this way, and we have 2 Siamese triangular prisms. And if we go like that, it will now turn into a nice little rhombic prism. And if you use 6 colors or a lot more than 3 colors, you'll have this nice 4-color prism, and you can compress it this way and get those colors. And then it'll go back into that shape and go this way, and again, kind of change up the colors too. And now we can bring it back to a hexagon. Sometimes you'll have to, these get sort of stuck, you'll just have to readjust these inside. And that is the Flexi-Prism. Hope you're able to make that one. It's not too difficult to make. It's a modular design, 6-piece design. I think it's pretty cool the way it can change shape. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.